What's up, YouTube? So, today I have an amazing topic. I will talk about the autograph market and share my perspective with you on this complex topic. At the end of the video, or even right now, please consider to leave a like, really means a lot to me and is still the best way to show support. If you are a new viewer, also consider to subscribe, really helps a lot. Our channel is still super small and even one subscriber can make a lot of difference. Apart from that, I also leave two links below the video, my Patreon community and my Discord server. Consider to join both. At least Discord is totally free, so check the link below the video. Let's put all of that out of the way, let's go into this one and I hope you have fun. The question number one goes this way. Hi Andre, I'm a new collector and a new Patreon member. Well, welcome to the family. I really enjoy your work and I have learned a lot from your videos. My question is in regards to on-card autographs. I have noticed that these are incredibly expensive. These often sell for thousands of dollars. I love the way they look, but the prices make me hesitant to buy. The prices are often higher than the players' rookie cards. I don't quite understand this. I know some of these auto cards are numbered quite low, out of 10, out of 25, etc. But these are autographs on random cards without significance. So my question is, do you think these cards are worth their price? And do you think they will hold value over time? Example being good investments. Thanks so much. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much for the question. This is an amazing one. Again, repeating myself for the millionth time, but a complex question, but I will try to share some perspective on this. Look, honestly, probably the most overrated side of the market, and I will use Messi as an example, since I believe is a player that have strong liquidity comparing with the other players, and that makes price points a bit more reliable. That said, I do not even know how to explain that well what's going on that specific market. For years, soccer had very few autographs, especially from top companies like Topps, Panini, even Upper Deck, but right now is not the case at all. With the explosion of our market, those days are behind us. Players are putting more autos than ever. Autos need to be an extra on the card, not the thing that drives 90% of the value, especially if we are talking about a sticker auto. When we talk about on-card autos, I can see a different argument for the card, the relevance being actually the auto, the player touching the card, but a sticker is a completely different case. Like you said, people are paying a crazy premium for stuff without any type of real relevance. That's quite scary long run. If our market does not grow in a parabolic way, I'm repeating this part because I think it's important. Let's say in the next 2-3 years, I expect most of the premium we are seeing right now on Messi cards, on Cristiano Ronaldo cards, other players of course, to get a huge correction, because the supply, in my perspective, that will not meet the demand, but in this case, in the sense that the supply is too much. I love Messi, but his market is one of the worst cases. So look at the card, take a look at the card you are seeing on the screen, the Leaf Metal 2022 Messi with Barcelona. For some random reason, the card looks okay, not licensed, is a BGS 95, but I guess again it's already a numbered card, goes for almost $800, and this is actually a good example. There is things that are completely bananas in the Messi market. You have cards from Prism 2022 that they are not even that low numbered and they go for 4K, 5K with sticker autos, and I don't even get why those cards are important for Messi. I'm talking sometimes about inserts, for example, but it is what it is. Hey guys, quick pause on this one. Hope you are enjoying the video, but I want to share two things with you. The first is my Patreon community. If you love this type of videos, you probably love my content on Patreon. I put a new Q&A every week there, and I also put extra audio that you can call a podcast on Saturday. If you join Patreon right now, you have hours and hours and hours of content. It's actually quite crazy. Link below the video if you want to join. In this case, link on the description. The second thing is my Discord server. Amazing place to interact with me, amazing place to interact with other collectors, to learn about the soccer card market. We are more than 900 members and we are growing super fast. Link also below the video, check both, and now let's continue with this one. That said, one of my favorite movies for Clint Westwood was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And one thing to have in mind is the key thing in all of this is actually the set. On-card autos are really I would say they are still fairly rare, and if they are combined with a great set like Flawless or Noir, you have an amazing card. In general, stickers are a bit overrated, but if they are in a set with historical relevance, I still like them, even though this could be a hot take, since some people are completely against stickers. My examples to like them could be Chrome 2017 or Prism 2014. And I'm putting 24 for some reason, but I think they are good examples because they are the first Ops Chrome, they are the first Panini Prism, two brands that are so important that at least I can see a potentially good narrative for those cards since the set is so important, even though I understand it's debatable. Now, the bad scenario. The bad scenario is almost any Messi auto goes for 1k, 2k, especially if we are talking about licensed cards that have the sticker auto. Nonsense, being honest. You have signed memorabilia cheaper than this, and memorabilia that are actually more important in terms of putting in context the story around that item versus a sticker auto. For example, you can find in eBay Spain, Todo Coleção, etc. For example, a ball signed by the entire Barcelona team for cheaper than a lot of times this these sticker autos that we see hitting the market more and more. If our market slowly grows, stays flat, like I said, this is one of the areas of the market I see a lot of pain in the coming years. Nothing wrong with stickers auto if you don't pay a stupid premium for them, when in reality these athletes will put thousands and thousands of autographs off the market in the coming years. Messi is what, 36, 35, I'm not sure actually, but Messi will probably sign for 20 years, 30 years quite easy. So unless the market follows a similar trend or surpasses that, we will have a lot of pain in the sticker auto Messi because you'll find those everywhere. Now, the ugly side, even in-person autos, they sell for crazy amounts of money. Do I like more in-person versus sticker? I'm not really sure. That's why they are the bad and the ugly. Why? It really depends. If you are signing a Messi rookie where the card is relevant, where I suspect there will not maybe a lot, but if you are signing, for example, a Prism 2018, that's where things get really tricky, since the supply for that card is so huge and you are paying, going with that logic, 90% for the auto. This is the side of the market that is even more scary for me, since there is people faking this type of stuff. Be careful, be aware, do your own research on this front. In vintage, sometimes this is the only way to have autos, but I also say the same thing. Still be careful. Some players are really rare. For example, Puskás end up not signing a lot. Di Stefano, I feel like, is fairly rare, but then you have players like Pelé, Maradona, Beckenbauer being another good example, where they end up signing a lot of stuff. Not talking just about stickers, even in-person type of autos. So you need to be careful with this type of stuff. So now to put everything I was talking about in perspective, let's take a look at a couple of examples, and this is pure nonsense. I know I'm saying nonsense quite a lot today, but it is what it is, and I end up not picking even the worst examples in the Messi market. But look at, I'm sorry, almost a random card with a Messi autograph with PSG, a sticker auto goes for 2k, a random insert goes for almost 2k. Beautiful insert actually, but you get the point, right? And even a Prism silver sign in person goes for 1.2k. With this type of money, and I will bring an example that is quite common in this channel, you probably can buy a Zidane rookie, PSA 1, PSA 2, maybe a PSA 3, PSA 4 nowadays. I'm not sure about the prices, but I know they are down quite a lot. Is a player that just have one rookie. By the way, I have one Zidane rookie. It's not that I'm trying to push this market by any means, but I think is an example, is an amazing example to have in consideration when looking at this stuff versus comparing with things that can actually make sense. Look, if you are a collector, I understand. You may just want everything that is related with Messi, but even if that's the case, money for sure is still important for you. And I think if you want to wait on this type of stuff with the crazy supply meeting the market very soon, we are already seeing that things probably will go down for you. So to finalize my thoughts, fundamentals work no matter what market we are talking about. And when you look at a market like autographs, you can apply a lot of the same fundamentals you apply on a normal card. So set historical relevance tends to be the most important one for autographs. Rarity / condition rarity is still very important. On-card auto rarity versus sticker auto. This gets a bit more debatable. Everything is about the law of supply and demand, and I believe at one point we had a lot of demand and very little supply, but I really believe things are changing on that market in particular. Now, a tip that I can share with all of you guys. Cards that are really key cards in the past, cards from iconic set, those are not being made anymore. And if the demand is increasing in the soccer card market, and I believe in that a lot, especially if you look in a macro perspective next 5-10 years, so I believe there is a lot of opportunity there. When it comes to sticker autos, that's where things get really tricky, since the supply can actually surpass the demand. So let's refocus on card auto rarity versus sticker auto. Demand, potentially demand. This is very easy to understand. And again, now the key part, supply versus potentially supply. Even if right now the supply is not too crazy for Messi autos, it probably will be in the future. Lineage, this is also related with set historic relevance, but not exactly the same thing. And lore and history, of course, also connect with historical relevance. Aesthetics and design, the worst fundamental of all of them, if you ask me, but still plays a huge role. Now, Messi, and I end up focusing on his market quite a lot, is a difficult example since the cards that match most of the fundamentals you are seeing on the screen are already quite expensive. We are talking about what? Flawless, Noir, well, basically sets that are grail sets in the market right now. But a phrase that I say a lot on this channel, it is what it is. For amazing stuff, you have to pay probably a lot of money, and you have to accept that. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will continue with the Q&A. Do not forget to leave a like if you are watching on YouTube, and see you guys next time. Bye.